All right, everybody, welcome to a Saturday night trivia. We're just bored tonight, so I thought I'd throw together a trivia game real quick. In the call tonight to start, we're going to have Jackson, we have Hillbilly Skeptic,
Go
we have
Cats.
Mike,
Go blue.
and we have Ben. All right, Ben, I'm going to let you do a card real quick because you said you're kind of in a hurry, so we'll get one card through for you.
Oh, cool.
Which I got Genesis 3, 4, 5, and I got All American.
Let's try Genesis 3. I don't think I've done Genesis 3 yet.
All right. This was made in 94, so all these questions will be 1994 and back.
Oh, good. I can remember stuff back then.
All right. People and places. What British hairdresser styled London hookers early in his career?
Pass. British hairdresser. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't think I know a hairdresser that's supposed to be famous.
Think of a.
I think I know what this is. Ironically,
It's actually a popular. They have a shampoo. They have a hairspray.
Okay. Wait a second. There's Redline, Oh, what's the one that's popular? I'm thinking Redken. Redken's popular back in the '90s. I can't. I don't know.
Like
I can't.
Revlon?
No, Redken was like a popular salon one. It was expensive. But I don't think it's that person. I'll just say
No,
Redken.
it's not that one.
Okay.
Mike, who did you think it was?
Vidal Sassoon.
Vidal Sassoon. That is the one.
That's kind of the hairdressing name for the '80s and early '90s.
Yeah. All right. Here's an arts and entertainment. You should know one of these. What are the two most popular sitcoms to co-star B. Arthur?
Oh, I should know them both.
B. Arthur. I don't remember who B. Arthur is.
She was a tall, older lady.
And she sounded like a man.
Yeah,
Okay, so I'm gonna go with Golden Girls,
that's the one I figured you would get. Yep.
and I'm going to go with. I'm trying to think. There was a spinoff. Was it the spinoff that the Golden Girls spinoff?
I think Golden Girls was a spinoff of this.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, she was on a spinoff of All in the Family as well.
Yeah.
Oh, was it all in the Family?
No.
Yep.
It was not All in the Family.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know the other one.
Well, I said she was on a spinoff of All in the Family.
All right, Mike, do you know the other one?
And then there's Maud.
Then there was Maud.
Oh yes.
Now I
Yeah,
knew Ben.
that's-
I knew Ben would get Golden Girls. I figured everybody was going to get Golden Girls on that one.
Yeah,
I had a good. I didn't know who she was, but I had a good hint when he sounded like a man, and you guys said, "Oh," I was like, "Oh yeah, it's her from Golden Girls."
Well,
I know.
I thought Golden Girls might have been a spinoff because I know Golden Girls also had Rue McClanahan, who was also in Maud.
Yeah, Maud's the spinoff of All in the Family.
Yeah, but see, yeah, Maud didn't spin off to Golden Girls because B. Arthur's name wasn't Maud in that.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, like those the episodes of Maud where she's on All in the Family, those were so funny.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she was sparring with Archie.
I never watched much Golden Girls. I've watched a few episodes, maybe.
I did like Golden Girls. Sophia was hilarious.
Oh yeah.
The theme song was pretty awesome.
Well, you know what? I've watched recently probably more Golden Girls than I've ever seen in my life, and I mean within the last 5 years. I was like, oh man, I should watch this show. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it was.
It was really good. All right, here's your history question. What did explorer Jim Bridger think the Great Salt Lake was a part of when he happened upon it in 1824?
The Pacific Ocean.
The Pacific Ocean is correct. All right. Science and nature. What malaria fighting alkaloid gives tonic water its bitter taste?
Oh shit. I think I know it now.
Baking soda.
It is not baking soda. Does anybody know?
Isn't it like quinine or something?
Quinine. That is correct. Mike, you should have had this card.
Yeah, I'd be rocking it if I had this card.
All right, Ben, here's sports and leisure. What Golden Age video game featured the first appearance of Mario?
Golden Age video game feature. That's easy. That's Donkey Kong.
Yep.
Donkey Kong is correct.
Shit, I'd have ran this one.
All right.
I'm wearing an
here's
Atari shirt. I have to know that one.
Here's your wild card. What British rock group followed Bertha the Elephant and her daughter Tina on ABC's The Hollywood Palace in 1964?
1964 British rock, and it was in what was the British Palace?
It was on ABC's The Hollywood Palace
Hollywood Palace.
This would
in
be
1964.
This would be a
Hollywood
50-50 for me too.
I figured Mike was going to do 50-50 on this one.
I'm gonna go with Rolling Stones.
That'd been one of them.
That is who it was.
I figured it's them or the Beatles.
Well, Beatles' big thing debut was like Ed Sullivan, wasn't it? Their big American debut.
Oh, I know it
Yeah.
said. Oh, I didn't know it said debut. Oh, if I'd have paid attention, I probably would have said Stones then.
Did it say
All right.
debut? Yeah.
I
It
know.
didn't say debut, but it just said what British rock group followed Bertha the Elephant and her daughter Tina on ABC's The Hollywood Palace in 64. All right, Ben. You got 4 out of 6 on that card.
Well,
Hey guys,
well,
could you guys give me your opinion on something real quick?
Sure.
Do you guys believe that the Beatles started out as like a boy band?
For that day, probably.
Yeah.
right. Yeah. That's and it's like when I think about it, when you think about it, Elvis was kind of like the first Justin Bieber or Justin Timberlake.
heartthrob.
Except 50 times more talented.
Except for the Beatles were not good looking. If you're gonna make them a boy band,
Right.
there was a lot of other, like, even before the Beatles, there was a
Well,
lot.
I don't know. I think McCartney was kind of considered a little bit of a heartthrob. Harrison and Lennon weren't all that good looking.
I'm sorry,
British
Mike. I'm sorry, McCarthy. Okay, sure, I'll give you that.
And the cool thing with John, I'm surprised that Ringo Starr wasn't like 100-yard dash record holder because he only had to run 50 yards and the rest his nose was going to cover. So I mean, that freaking nose, man, that was almost looked like a pelican as stretched out as that was.
No, well, this is the thing. When to answer your question, for me, my perspective is I think Beatles had songwriting talent out their mind, and it didn't matter. So I don't think it was a record label push thing until they're like, hey, these guys are talented, because they wrote good stuff.
Right. Well, they were really great musicians, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, not even like as far as like instruments, they weren't, but they could write good music. I mean, there's a difference between a good songwriter and a good musician.
Well, I mean, look at they all stayed. John Lennon was relevant till he was killed. Paul McCartney had wings. I mean, they're great.
Harrison was, I mean, the only one that kind of disappeared was Ringo Starr.
Well, he wasn't even the original drummer, anyways. That was Pete Best.
No, yeah. All right, so Ben got 4 out of 6. Hillbilly, which one of these cards would you like?
Pick one for me there, Jeff.
All right. I think you're ready for a Genesis 5. This was 2000.
Good luck. Us old people hate that one.
What Russian city would Mary Travers be in if she visited the fortress of Peter and Paul?
What city would Mary Travers be in if she was in the fortress city of Peter and Paul?
Said Russian city, right?
Yep, what Russian city?
St. Petersburg?
That'd be my
That's
guess.
the one. All right, here's your arts and entertainment. This will be a 50-50. What Stephen King thing is set at Cold Mountain Penitentiary? So what movie, what book, what Stephen King is set at Cold Mountain Penitentiary?
You could phone a friend.
Yeah, it was Green.
It was The Green Mile.
I knew it wasn't Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't a Stephen King movie,
Yeah, hell, it wasn't.
Yeah.
was it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Stephen King wrote Shawshank Redemption.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yep.
goodness, that's awesome. Well, that wasn't the name of the thing there. Anyways, it was different prison. I forget, but it wasn't.
Well, that was Shawshank. That was the name
Yeah,
of
it
it.
was
The name,
Shawshank.
that was named this Prince was Shawshank. Oh yeah,
I can't-
that's Stephen King. It's probably his best work in my opinion.
The thing is, he's known as a horror writer, but his two freaking prison movies were probably the best movies ever. I mean,
Well, the Green Mile had some supernatural to it.
And God,
Right.
for kids, come on, man. Every Carrie, every movie he made, you had to go see it, dude.
Well, there's a lot of stuff
Yeah.
Stephen King wrote that he wrote under a different name too.
That too.
I was a
Richard Bachman. Richard Bachman was his alias.
Christine was badass.
That's a good trivia
Oh,
question,
Christine.
Ty guy, right there. His alias.
Well, the problem is that, like in most cases, the movies never did the book justice. Never.
No, especially The Shining. The Shining
Oh, yeah.
was an awesome movie, but you read the book and it's like, oh shit, that was crazy.
Never watched The Shining, but The
Don't.
Shawshank Redemption is.
That's my favorite movie of all time.
Have you read the book, The Shining? Well, if you haven't read the book, go ahead and watch the movie. The movie's actually pretty cool, but it isn't justice. If you've read the book, you'll be disappointed in the movie.
Yeah. That's the way to do it, man. Most of the time, it's better to just watch the movie first and then read the book.
Yep. Yeah. All right, Hillbilly, here's your history question. What Fifth Avenue store supplied the Union Army with swords and surgical instruments during the Civil War?
Which Fifth Avenue store?
It seems obvious.
Macy's?
It's the other one.
Like I said, when you think of Fifth Avenue, you think of Saks.
It's the
Saks.
other one.
The other one? Okay, then.
Yeah, I don't know which one.
Tiffany's.
Wow. Okay.
I
Yeah.
never would have thought that one.
Well,
Yeah.
they were jewelers,
That
I
would
guess.
have been my guess. I would have got one on Mike.
You would have got the Tiffany. Yeah.
Yep, that would have been my guess.
All right. Here's a good science and nature. What Asian country produces over 50 million tons of potatoes per year?
Which Asian country? China?
It is China, and you wouldn't think of them as a potato country.
Well,
you know?
you have to you think of them because how many countries are big enough to produce that many potatoes?
Yeah.
Well, and don't Asians kind of make fun of us Westerners for being potato eaters?
Yep. Yep. Exactly.
They probably export them to Russia or something.
But you stop and think about it, though. I mean, most of China is farming in that, and poor, and some of the cheapest meals to make, are potato. I mean, even in Mexico, a lot of times when they make tacos and that, they throw potatoes in, whether it's homemade French fries or just dice up. And potato makes a good filler.
Yeah,
For
and
meals.
it's not hard to farm.
Exactly. You just plant it, you leave it alone. April, May, June, July, August. 5 months later, you go back, you got your potatoes.
And there's
Well, I know-
different
Not a
ways
lot
to
of
make
work.
potato. You got a baked potato and a mashed potato. You can do scallop potatoes.
You sound like Bubba talking about shrimp and Forrest
Bubba
Gump.
shrimp. All
He
right.
does though.
He did, man. You can fry it. You can mash it. You can.
You can scallop it.
We're gonna. Okay, guys. Let's all put some money. We'll start our own hillbilly potato company instead of Bubba Gump shrimp. We'll have hillbilly potatoes.
Oh my god.
Oh man. I like it.
Oh shit.
We'll be
Oh
rich.
my god, I'm burning up now.
We'll have nothing but potatoes, and then we'll have vodka.
Oh.
As the main drink,
Well, you had me a vodka.
That's the first time I see Mike go off like that, man.
Yeah, Mike enjoyed that one.
I wanted on the startup.
yeah.
Oh my god.
So
I br-
when we do this Monday night, I expect Hillbilly to come in with Hillbilly Potato Company.
Oh my god. I think I burned 2 pounds laughing.
All right. Your 3 out of 4 Tiffany's has hurt you so far. So here's your sports and leisure. What unimaginative name did management for the New York Yankees and New Jersey Nets adopt after their 1999 merger?
Say that one more time.
What unimaginative name did management for the New York Yankees and New Jersey Nets adapt after their 1999 merger?
Oh man, I don't know, man.
Let me read it again. What unimaginative name did management for the New York Yankees and the New Jersey Nets adopt after their 1999 merger?
You talking about like where they switched to Brooklyn Nets?
No.
No.
Now, the Yankees and the Nets were sold to one owner. And so they're still named the Yankees and the Nets, but the company has a different name that owns it.
Oh, I don't know. Is it still Steinbrenner who owns that stuff? I know. They own the Yankees.
Steinbrenner's sons own like 60%,
Of the big holding.
but they got partners now because they had to get partners in when they wanted to buy the New Jersey Nets.
Okay.
Does anybody know the name?
New York Sports Incorporated. I'm sure it's something simple like that.
Yank Nets?
Yankee
There
Nets.
you go. It's the Yankee Nets.
The Yankee
The
Nets.
Yankee Nets. Yeah.
The Yankee Nets. Oh man,
I'm
that's-
over here saying it with the microphone off.
you
I was like,
You don't get credit for that.
I was like
you
the
know,
Yankee Nets, and then I
Yeah.
was like, and then Mike says it. I'm like, you guys are just ignoring me now.
Gotta turn on the microphone.
yeah. I think Ben's gonna be playing with the mic often. Well, I said it. I mean,
I was 6 for 6 on this one.
yeah.
I swear.
Yeah, you notice nobody knew Tiffany's yet. He somehow did. Nobody knew Yankee Nets, but he's, you know what I mean?
Well, I knew Yankee Nets. I said it. I sure didn't know Tiffany. I never would have guessed Tiffany's.
All right, Hillbilly, here's your last one. Wild card. What New England state sold its citizens an average $525 in lottery tickets during 1998?
Oh, geez. New York.
It was not New York. Does anybody else know?
Can you read it again? I'm sorry. I was.
What New England state sold its citizens an average of $525 in lottery tickets during the 1998?
Massachusetts.
I figured either Connecticut or Massachusetts.
I'm gonna have to go with New Hampshire.
It was Massachusetts.
Oh, got that right.
Those mass holes, man.
Yep, them assholes.
Yeah.
All right, Hillbilly, you got 3 out of 5.
I'll take it.
All right, Jackson, which one of these cards would you like?
Well, 3 out of 5, so he's missing a question, right?
Or 3 out of 6, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Which ones are available?
You got Genesis 3, which was 94. You got Genesis 4, which was 97. You got Genesis 5, which is 2000. And the 93 edition All-American.
Let's go with the Genesis 4.
All right, Genesis 4. Here we go. People and places. What do residents of Buñol, Spain, throw at each other during the La Tomatina festival?
Tomatoes.
Yep.
It is tomatoes.
Man, that place gets messy too. Have you guys ever seen that on TV? Where they
Oh, yeah. It looks like a hell of a time, though, don't it?
You know, if
I've
you
never-
didn't think, like, is that spring break somewhere? Like, what is going on?
They have all the great festivals there, man. They're running to the bowls, everything. It's crazy.
Yeah. You
See,
should have the running of the bulls during that. Everybody look like they've been hit, you know?
And the bowls would be after all the red.
Yeah. Make it a lot more fun.
There we go.
All right. Jackson, here's your arts and entertainment.
Okay.
What was Samuel Beckett's first play?
Samuel Beckett. Oh, man.
I
He
will tell
went
you.
back into time, right? He stepped into
He's jumped into the accelerator. That's exactly what.
Samuel Beckett's first play.
Yep.
It's hitting my mind. I remember. I'm thinking it's First Love. Or,
It was
no,
not
wait,
first.
It's Eleutheria.
That's not it either.
Hmm.
Does anybody know?
Psh, no.
Yeah, I didn't know this. Waiting for Godot.
Oh,
What?
Godot.
Good dot for real. Oh,
Godot. Sorry, yeah. Forgot it's freaking French. Hate them French. All right, here's your history question. What Pink Floyd song was banned by the South African government after it became an anthem for black school children?
Pink Floyd song banned by South Africa. I'm gonna say another brick. I'm gonna say it's another brick in the wall.
That'd been my
Another
guess.
brick in the wall. That is it.
We don't need no.
No education.
It's a good song.
Hell yeah, it is.
I like that song. I felt the same way when I was in school. We don't need no fucking education. Let's go back to recess and let's have fun.
Well, you know, if they had an education there, it'd be different, man. But it's like,
Yeah.
you know, to me, there's no reason an average guy should not come out of high school without knowing how to do, you know, like electrical repairs and work on his car. I mean, that should be basic stuff taught to just people, I think.
Oh yeah.
Okay, 3 songs. That's one of my 3 songs of like rebel songs that I liked when I was a kid. Like that one, the one that's the Twisted Sister one. We're not
Not gonna take it.
And Fight for Your Right to Party by Beastie Boys.
Oh,
Beastie Boys.
you forgot Youth of a Nation by POD.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too. I'll have to add it. I'll add it. There's 4 now.
And then there wasn't any good anti-establishment songs until Rage Against the Machine came out.
Hey, youngs.
And that was our generation too. All the best music, movies, everything. Ours.
I remember my brother had to go to the doctor. There was an emergency, and my grandma and grandpa had to come over and watch me. And I had no idea what was going on because I was in my room doing my own thing, and I was listening to music. And my grandma opened my door, and I was listening to AC/DC, Big Balls. And my grandma walked in, and she's like, "What the hell are you listening to?"
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I was like, when
That
you
wasn't
said
a good
AC/DC,
song for
I was
your
like,
grandparents.
a lot of songs were going through my mind, but that was probably one of the worst.
Yeah.
Some balls are held for dancing, some balls are held for rest. But when the held for pleasure, they're the balls that I like the best.
And when my girls were young, their grandma hated me because I taught them the best song in the world by Chuck Berry, "My Ding-a-Ling."
Oh, jeez.
That's a fun little song to sing with little kids. All right, Jackson, are you ready for science and nature?
I'll see if I can do my best on this one.
What's the most common natural laxative?
Most common laxative?
Most
Nat-
common natural laxative.
Oh man.
I know
Most
what it
common natural laxative? Oh man.
I have two of them are in my mind.
Beans,
It is not beans.
potatoes,
is. Coffee.
It is not potatoes.
Is it coffee?
coffee.
It is not coffee. What did
Is
you
it-
say, Hillbilly?
I was going to say coffee, man, because that makes me go to the pot every time.
I was
What
just
about-
going to
No.
say fiber.
What about chocolate?
No. This is one of the ingredients in Dr. Pepper.
Oh, what's that?
It's prunes.
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 Yep.
Oh, yeah, that
That's
makes
for
sense.
For
How did
sure.
I not guess that? That's
I
fun.
don't. Yeah, we totally whiffed on that one.
Yeah, I mean, you guys went with all good ones, I mean, beans. But beans usually ain't a laxative. It just makes you have gas for the next.
Yeah, coffee's a good one though.
Coffee's a good one, yeah.
Coffee was
and
on
chocolate.
my list. Yep.
And I thought maybe if I told you it was in, Dr. Pepper, it's one of the 23 ingredients, I thought maybe that might.
It just never occurred
after
to me.
it wasn't coffee, I was thinking maybe it's more generic, just like fiber, and it was. That's a good it's prunes.
Well, I know old people drink their prune juice for that reason.
Yep.
So.
You guys got me thinking about Blazing Saddles and them guys sitting there eating.
Yes, that movie's great.
Hey, I do want you guys to know, though, if you have not heard that we always talk about History of the World Part 1.
Oh, I did
History-
hear.
Yeah, part
History of
2's
the World
out.
Part 2 came out just about a month ago. So it's not a movie, though. It's a series. It's an 8-part series. So,
And it's Mel Brooks too.
and it's Mel Brooks. So, all right. Here you go, Jackson. Here's sports and leisure. Are you ready?
All set.
What song did the U.S. hockey team forget the words to while celebrating a win over the Soviets at the 1980 Olympics?
The national anthem.
The other one.
Oh man. Oh, America the Beautiful.
No.
Oh,
You
man.
got the third one?
I'm all out of guesses.
God Bless
Bless
America.
America.
Yeah. Oh man, I was on the tip of my tongue. I was like, how do I forget that?
All right. Here's your wild card.
Right?
What cooking herb is nixed in U.S. prisons because it can be smoked?
Ooh, I have no clue.
All right. Does anybody know what cooking herb is nixed in U.S. prisons because it can be smoked?
Probably oregano.
It is oregano.
Ooh.
All right, Jackson, you got 2 right that time.
Well, anything's better than nothing.
Hey, that's right, man. As long as you're not skunked, that's all that matters.
Exactly.
All right, Mike, which one of these cards would you like?
Whatever you grab.
Here you go. I'm going to give you this one. I'm going to give you a special card.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this can't be good.
There's only 2 of them. So I'll give you this one. This is Trivial Pursuit Genesis 4, okay?
Okay.
But this is 1984. So all these questions are going to be about in 1984.
Oh hell.
Are you ready?
I
I don't know
suppose.
why, but they put 2 red questions in here, and they're both Let me make sure the other one is too. But nope, the other one's 1983. So would you rather have 83 or 84?
Half
I'll give you a
dozen.
choice.
Oh, well, 84 is fine. I don't. They're
All
both
right.
going to be a kick in the pants, I bet.
What female athlete's gleaming smile lit up Life's 1984 Year in Pictures cover?
84. I would probably say Mary Lou Retton.
That's who it was, Mary Lou Retton.
Well, I'm off to a decent start for 84 now. Wasn't she the original Wheaties box?
I think Thorpe was,
Yeah, Rick Wheaties was back in the '60s. Wasn't it?
but I think Thorpe was the first one to really be on Wheaties.
Mike, do you forget anything?
Trust me, I've had some bad cards before. Believe that.
Oh yeah, he was getting them all. What was that, week 4 last? Jeez, man, he was getting hammered.
Well, you should have been here last week, man, because I had a category called Marvel, and Mike's like, I can't miss any of these. And the very next question is, what was Michael Bay's favorite movie? And he's like, how the hell am I supposed to know that?
That's just messed up. Like I said, and I was afraid to pick Star Wars because, what kind of car did George Lucas drive?
I don't know what it is, Ben, but Mike has had one really good week in the last month, but most of the weeks he's come up, he's having trouble picking. I put 3 or 4 hard questions, and somehow those are the ones that he goes to every time. He always goes for the hard ones. That
I draw the short straw too often.
I know, dude. You got like, he'll ask me questions. You don't even know all the answers to my full card. I'm like, I hate Mike. If he wasn't a Michigan fan, I'd hate him.
All right, Mike, here's arts and entertainment. What 1984 movie resulted in soaring sales of music by Mozart?
Amadeus?
Amadeus. All right, here's your history question. What computer was introduced in 1984 Super Bowl ads?
Oh, come on, Mike.
The big computer I remember at that time was the Tandy Commodore 64.
No, there'd already been Tandys out before that. You want another guess?
Was it an Apple product?
It was
Oh, the Macintosh?
the Macintosh.
Shit.
All right, here is science and nature. What Muppet was honorary chairman of 1984's National Wildlife Week?
I'll go the obvious one and say Kermit.
It was Kermit.
It's Kermit the Frog speaking to you live here from South Stream News.
Not bad.
All right, here's your sports and leisure. What type of fast food outlet surpassed burger joints in the U.S. in 1984?
Wait, what?
What type of fast food outlets surpassed burger joints in the U.S. in 1984? So up until 1984, burger joints were the thing. You had McDonald's, you had Wendy, those sold the most. Now after 1984, this product surpassed it.
Are we talking worldwide or just America?
In the U.S.
Okay. So you said, I'm sorry, can you read that again?
Yes. Read it one more time. Let me.
What type of fast food outlets surpassed burger joints in the U.S. in 1984?
Pizza?
Pizza joints is the answer.
Right.
That was a guess. That
All
was
right.
a guess.
Here we go. To go 5 out of 6 because you missed Macintosh.
Yeah, I miss Macintosh.
I was sitting there thinking, ain't no way Kentucky Fried Chicken was ever that big.
No, not unless you're Japan.
You're like, it's not. It's
I
not.
know,
If it was like in the '90s, Taco Bell may have put a good run on it.
yeah.
All right, here's your wild card. What George Orwell book was a bestseller in 1984?
I'm hoping this is not a trick question. I'll say 1984.
It is 1984.
Awful.
I'm gonna say if you had said Animal Farm, I'd have hit you.
I almost did just to mess with you, but yeah.
April Fools.
Yeah. April.
Yeah, that would be pretty funny, man.
All right, Mike, it was the damn computer that stopped you from going 6-6 on that one.
Yeah, 84 is a long time. I was 5 and 6 years old at the time, so 5 out of 6, I can live with that.
Hey, you guys want to hear a story that my April Fool's joke to my wife today?
Go for it.
Sure,
Well,
man.
we had some tornado watches and some pretty bad storms come through last night. And I had my phone and I made it vibrate, and I told my wife, I was like, "Oh, I'm getting a text message." And sometimes our neighbors will let us know, like if there's, like we had a neighbor just recently tell us there's a tornado warning, and we don't have a storm shelter. We're kind of on a mountain, so we went to his place because there was a tornado just 6 miles away from us. Well, we got a text. I did my phone vibrate, and I was like, "Oh, I'm getting a text message," and I look at it, and she's like, She's like, "Is it the neighbor?" I was like, "No." I told her we had family coming, and they're gonna be here in like an hour. And she's totally thinking storm. So when I told her that, she was like completely like. It was completely like it just like normally she probably would have been like and she was like more stressed over that than maybe a tornado coming. She's like, "Oh my god!"
All right, Ben, do you want to have fun with her one time?
Wait, where are you going with this tie, guy?
Is this your first marriage?
Yes.
The next time she acts up or that, go, "Man, you're starting to sound like my ex-wife." And when she's like, "Well, you've never been married before." Exactly.
That's a good one.
Yeah. That's always a popular one with the first time marriage. You're starting to sound like my ex-wife, but you haven't been married before. Exactly. How come everybody gets worried with what I'm going to say?
I was just, our conversation. Yeah, that could have. There was a lot of lines could have been. Okay, that was a rhetorical question. My bad.
Hey, we got Joey in here. What's up, Joey?
Hey guys, I'm tired, man. I wasn't going to play tonight, and decided, I couldn't go to sleep. I was just laying there tossing and turning. So I thought, well, hell, I'll get up and go in there and play a card. I was watching you guys a little bit.
Oh, that's what I do, Joey. Like I'll be like just sitting on my I have a Shield NVIDIA Shield TV, and I'll see Tie Guy come on, and I'll just watch you guys do trivia sometimes when I'm lying in bed.
That's what I do. I do that to everybody. I generally just watch on TV. Old Ben there let Macintosh keep him from going perfect. I mean, not Ben. It was Mike, wasn't it?
Me. Yeah, it was me.
Hey, what's your favorite way to make potatoes, Joey?
You know what I do? I love to like put them, slice them, put them in a grill. I put them in aluminum foil, and I put Parmesan cheese all over them. I put herb and garlic seasoning. I put some butter in there. I close the aluminum foil up. I put them on the grill and cook them for like 1 hour on the grill. And then I open them up and sprinkle them with like a Fiesta blend cheese or a Mexican cheese of some kind, just four cheese or something.
You know what you're
Close
missing,
it back
Joey?
up. Close it back up and let it cook for about another 5 minutes. Man, they are absolutely mouthwatering.
He's missing two things. What are they, Ben?
Well, bacon's one.
Yep, I was thinking bacon.
Okay, he's missing three things then: bacon,
Onions.
onions,
Yep.
Sour cream.
mushrooms.
Mushrooms. Oh
Mushroom.
yeah, mushrooms are
More
great.
things.
Yeah.
I like the Tony Shash.
But I don't like
Now-
mushrooms. I don't like mushrooms, so I wouldn't put that on.
Bacon.
Oh,
bacon.
man.
Joey, can you do us a favor?
What's that?
Can you make a T-shirt for us?
What you
Hillbilly's
want?
Potato Company.
Yeah.
Was you on here earlier when Hillbilly
I
was
hope you
going
didn't
off
miss
about
that.
potatoes?
No, hey, Jeff, it's got to be the Hillbilly Tater Company.
Hillbilly Tater Company.
Tater Company, yeah,
Exactly.
there you go.
They call me tater salad.
Call me. We'll call him Tater Talk.
That's
He'll be Tater
that's one
Talk.
of my favorite comedy specials right there.
That was a good one.
Yeah. But anyway, I'm not gonna stay in here. I'm not gonna stay in here long, man, because I am really tired. GF kept me up till 6 o'clock this morning.
He'll do that. He has a tendency to do that.
I know, and then I had to work all day, so I didn't get no sleep. I'm exhausted. I'm about to collapse.
All right, Joey, what card would you like? I'll give you a card real quick.
I don't care. Genesis 3 or 4 or something, whatever you grab.
All right, here's Genesis 3. People and places. How old was Drew Barrymore when she began drinking? Wait, this should be a Mike question.
Actually, I know
the
it.
Interview. I seen it on an interview.
I
You
know
know,
it.
I did too, but I don't remember. She was young. Seemed to be like 12 or 13 years old or something, wasn't it? Because
Way before that.
Yeah, it
Was
was
it?
before
Yeah.
that.
okay, I don't know yet because I'd say 12 probably.
It's like
All
half
right,
that.
tell him what it is, Mike.
I think it's like 5 or 6, wasn't it?
It was 7.
Nope.
It was
Nope.
7.
Well, you guys really paid attention to this interview. It wasn't 5, it wasn't 6, it wasn't 7. Anybody else got a guess?
I know she was doing cocaine at 9.
8.
8.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was
Good job.
7 or 8. I knew it was like I was almost gonna say 8, but I was like, I think it was 7.
All
I thought it
right.
was 6.
That was a guess.
Nope, it was 8.
Like, I let my little girl, have a little wine, like during Passover. I got Passover coming up and stuff. Does that include? She's talking about like drinking, right? Like she
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she had the drinking problem at 8. She probably started drinking earlier.
Wow.
Hillbilly. I
Yeah.
came back to the States and I started chewing again.
All right, man. What?
I will tell you though, it's not tobacco.
Yeah.
It's herbs. I'm hoping this fights the crave because I've been craving Copenhagen so bad. And I've only went to the gas station once because if I go in there, I'm gonna buy Copenhagen.
Just
Oh.
just while you're here, Jeff. Just don't take any back to Mexico with you. You won't be able to find it anyway. Go ahead and indulge.
Oh yeah, you can't. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm trying to fight it as much as I can, just to,
That's what I'm saying. Wait, maybe till the last week before you go back, then indulge a little or something.
There's a local company here in West Virginia that makes an alternative to dipping. It's called hemp, I believe, or something.
Oh, there you go.
So they sponsor one of my shows, and I think I may be able to get you a couple of cans of that. It's an alternative to tobacco here, so it's not bad for you.
It's probably kind of like this. I'm chewing Smoky Mountain, which is an herbal snuff.
Okay, I don't know if this is a herbal stuff or not. I'll have to check it out for you.
Because this is nicotine free and tobacco, but it kind of tastes like Copenhagen. It really, and
Why don't you just chew bubble gum or something?
Chris Ledoux.
well, because I can't keep it on my lip and just, I don't know. I just
Bubblegum will rot your teeth probably quicker than anything.
you want to hear
That's
something
fair.
funny? You want to talk about teeth? Then this is a true story. Now, 8 years ago, I had a job and I worked with a guy who was 26 at the time, and I told him, I said, I got to go to the dentist on Tuesday, and he goes, I go on Wednesday. He goes, let's put $50 down on who has more cavities. He said, I watch you chew every day. I know and we put $50 down. I went to the dentist. I didn't have a 1. He had 27 cavities because all he did was drink
Soda?
Red Bull
27.
and Monster,
Oh yeah.
and that
yeah.
shit just destroys your teeth.
Oh, yeah, it will.
Yeah.
I said, freaking nicotine don't destroy your teeth like monster
does.
in that because it's just pure
Probably
fucking
probably coats your teeth and
Chris Ledoux didn't write a song about herbal snuff.
That's right. All right, Joey, are you ready for arts and entertainment?
Why not?
What number follows in the title Janet Jackson's Rhythm Nation?
Well, that's going back some, isn't it? Wow, that's like 30 years ago. You know, so do you remember the song in 1814? We took a little trip. That's what's coming to my mind
Mississippi,
because I think it was
Mississippi.
1814. I think it was
It
was.
1814.
It is.
It was 1814. They
Good
took a
one.
little trip.
Because when that
Along
album
with
come out,
Colonel
that's all I
Jackson.
thought of was that song, and that song come
Yep.
back in my head for that.
well, that's
All
amazing
right.
because I had no clue on that one.
I knew it was 1814. Didn't know
I knew
it
it was
because of that.
1814 for the same reason Joey did, because I love that song. All right, here's your history question. What character was created by the Forest Service after shells from a Japanese sub hit a wooded section of California?
Well, is that when they created Smokey the Bear? I really don't know.
That
Gotta
was
be.
Smokey the Bear.
Oh, I have to be,
Like
man.
you said, it's the
Have
only
to
thing that
be,
made
I
a
mean-
lick of
Forest
sense.
fires.
All right, here's your science and nature. What country did Skylab hit?
You know, I'm wanting to. It seems to me like it was either Australia or New Zealand. God, now I've got a 50-50 in my head. I'm going to say Australia.
It was Australia.
Okay.
All right, now here's your sports and leisure, and if you get this one wrong, you're never invited back on my show. I'm gonna tell
Okay.
Mark Rogers. I'm gonna tell Mark Rogers to fire you. What college football conference had 11 teams after Penn State agreed to join?
that would have to be the Big Ten.
Yeah, if you got that wrong, Joey, we're gonna kick you off all the show.
Yeah.
You know,
Anybody
notice,
here?
notice none of the Big Ten guys got that question.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, no, I figured that's as much of a slam dunk question as you could get right there. and here's another slam dunk question for you. What military job is a tadpole training for?
Man, you know how long it's been since I've been in the military. So is that going to be? That's going to be something to do with frog leap, I guess. But what is a tadpole?
I think you're overthinking this. What military job is a tadpole training for?
I don't know. Navy
My
SEAL.
liver- our-
There you go.
Is it Navy SEAL?
Yes and no. Not all Navy SEALs are this.
Are you talking about
A
Seagulls?
Marine? So a Marine?
What does a tadpole turn into?
Frogman.
There you go. He's a frogman.
That's what Navy SEALs
Well,
became.
I said that there's Frog Week, so it probably has something to do with Frog Week, you know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no.
That's right.
Oh, okay, let's
I was
see. You
thinking of
missed
that.
8. You got 1814, Smokey the Bear. You got 5 out of 6.
Nerd.
Well, I just caught in to do that, man. I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to try to get to sleep.
Hey, Joey, that was 5 out of 6 with the big slam dunk.
Yeah.
Have a
Hey,
good rest.
I think you got a couple people in chat that are saying they wanted to come in. I just letting you know.
Yeah, Brian is in. And Gloria, I don't think she'll come in. She came in that one time, but She never said anything and left right away.
Hey, Brian, you did real good on that obstacle course, man. And I was real impressed.
Oh yeah, that was a great job he did.
Thank you, Joey. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I had fun
I'm
with
glad
that,
you
but
liked my
I wish I
comment
missed out
too.
one thing. Yeah, I need to get you to. You're like my hype man.
All right, see you guys later.
That was
All right,
fun.
Catch you
Joey.
later.
Good
Have a
night,
good one.
Joey.
Good night, Joey.
All right, Brian, do you want to try a card tonight?
I guess I better. I'll do my favorite though. I'll do All American.
All right, here we go. All American. What producer, arranger, and writer became the all-time pop Grammy winner in 1991?
In 1991.
Yep.
Yeah, this is not a me question. What's that guy's name? M. Night Shyamalan. I'll guess him.
Nope, it's not him. Does anybody know?
I don't think so.
No.
It was Quincy Jones.
Oh, okay.
All right, here's an entertainment. What nursery rhyme is the best known work of Sarah J. Hale?
Phew.
Brian, what is probably the most popular nursery rhyme you know?
Wait, I'm sorry. I missed like half of the question for some reason. It like cut out.
What nursery rhyme is the best known work of Sarah J. Hale? So what's the most
Okay,
famous
what's the most
nursery
popular one
rhyme
I
you know?
know?
It's not Barney.
There's a couple. I'm gonna
No.
guess Humpty Dumpty.
What was the other one?
Itsy Bitsy.
What's the other one?
There's a lot of them.
That was I guess it.
Well, I'm thinking
Itsy Bitsy,
probably the most popular for Brian.
What about
His face was white as snow, and everywhere that someone went, the lamb was sure to go.
Mary Had a Little Lamb.
There you go. Mary Had a Little Lamb.
You know, I was thinking Ring Around the Rosie.
Well, see, the problem is Brian. I don't know because he's a younger guy. I don't know how many nursery run. You know, they don't tell nursery rhymes much anymore. So, all right.
Yeah.
Here's a history
I know a
question.
few, and I think my little sisters don't know any.
Yeah, because like I said, they don't do nursery rhymes anymore. All right, Brian, to save your history teacher's life, what Disney character's name was used as a password in planning the Normandy invasion?
What?
So just think of the most famous Disney character.
Mickey.
There you go, Mickey Mouse. All right, here's your place question. What country manufactured the matches and playing cards used on Air Force One during the Bush administration? And this is George Bush the first.
Right. What country? Wait.
Yeah, what country manufactured the matches and playing cards used on Air Force One during the Bush administration?
What country?
What country?
Thailand.
Well, I'm gonna go with what I said in the chat earlier. I'm gonna say China.
It was not China. Does anybody know?
Can I
I'd-
guess?
I'd
think
guess
it was
Can-
Afghanistan.
It wasn't Afghanistan.
Is
Mike?
it close?
Canada?
No. Mike, it was Canada.
No.
All right, Brian, here is sports and leisure. What San Francisco Giants star was the only National Leaguer to hit as many as 50 home runs in a single season in the 1950s? So think of the most famous San Francisco Giants star of the 50s.
I wish I could.
In the movie Major League, they said, you may run like him, but you sure hit like shit.
Yeah, okay, it was who I thought it was then.
We're all man to say, hey, kid.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure, but I mean, how many Giants
He's
from the
still
50s are you?
alive.
Well, that's what I was thinking. You know, how many Giants can you name from the
I think
50s?
he's almost the most famous of them all.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I
And he
think
was
Barry
the
Bonds.
Barry
All
Bonds. Barry Bonds. Yeah, I was like, I forgot. Whoops. Wait, let me back up.
And let's
Who did you
see,
say,
he's
Brian?
the godfather of Barry Bonds,
I said
and
I'm
he's going
I'm
to
gonna
be
donate
92
this
years
to
old
those
this year
guys.
on May 6th.
I have no idea.
It was Willie
I am
Mays.
donating
there.
this question to those people.
Willie
All right.
Mays.
Here
Yeah,
is
that's
your
before
wild
your
card.
time.
What D.H. Lawrence book had its U.S. ban lifted by a New York court in 1959?
What's the name? GH?
Lawrence. What D.H. Lawrence book had its U.S.
Lawrence.
ban lifted by a New York court in 59?
Oh, that sounds familiar. Actually, I know I've known this at one point, but I'm trying to think of that. I don't think it's Animal Farm, but that's
Nope,
That's-
it wasn't
that-
Animal Farm.
That's
playing in mind, but I
Orwell.
don't think it's that.
If
Yeah,
you were
that
here
was
earlier,
Orwell.
if you were here earlier, you'd know that.
Oh yeah.
All right, does anybody know D.H.
Slacking.
Lawrence,
Yeah, I
the
don't know.
book that was
It sounds
lifted?
I can't think of
familiar,
it.
but
Is it,
When I tell you, you'll be disappointed, Mike.
I know it's a popular book, but I just
Lady Chatterley's Lover.
his lover. Shit.
Yeah. Well, Brian, you didn't get skunked. You got one right,
I got a slam dunk.
and you saved your history teacher. So
Hey, do you guys remember the whole censorship thing
Exactly.
back in the day?
Of all the questions to get,
Two Live Crew. Do you remember those nasty rappers, man, and all the
Yeah.
stuff? Yeah.
oh yeah.
Banned in Boston.
All right, Ben, do you got time for one more card?
Yeah, I got time right now.
All right, which card would you like this time?
Go ahead and just pick me out one.
We're going to give you the 97 edition Genesis 4.
All right.
What Manhattan theater did architect critic Paul Goldberg dub Art Deco's true shrine?
What? I didn't hear the first part.
What Manhattan theater did architecture critic Paul Goldberg dub Art Deco's true shrine?
This stinks because I should know this. I think I just had this question not too long ago, and the theater was no. I'm trying to think of it.
Think of Manhattan. What would be the most popular
I know I'm
theater that
trying.
would
My
be
blank-
Art
my
Deco?
my brain is blanking on theaters in Manhattan right now, and I should, and it probably wouldn't, but I'm not going to be able to think of anything.
This is one of the few places I'd be interested in going to in New York.
Is it Radio City?
I know, it's not Radio City, is it?
No, I don't think it is.
It's not Radio City. It would be.
Hillbilly, they ought to listen to you more often.
It wasn't Radio City.
It was Radio City Music Hall.
It's Radio City Music Hall.
Oh, I did not think it was that.
Yeah.
Radio City Music Hall is what they had in War of the Worlds when they broadcast it. That's The one
Yep.
it was from radio. Okay. There's there's a other is it maybe it's not Manhattan, but there's another the other what's that other
Well, there's Apollo, but that's in Harlem.
yeah.
Yeah. All right,
Okay.
Ben. This is your easy question.
Okay.
Arts and entertainment. What critter is the Iggy short for in Iggy Pop?
Where is the Iggy short for in Iggy Pop? Iggy. And this should be easy, right?
Yeah, what critter is the Iggy short for in Iggy Pop? If you had a critter and you nicknamed it Iggy, what would it be?
If I had a critter and I named it Iggy. I don't know, man. I'm completely
Oh, you're gonna hate yourself.
Iggy, Iggy Pop. Give me a second.
Yeah, forget about Pop. Just focus on Iggy.
It's
The
a
critter.
is it a marine
You
reptile?
would have Ellie the elephant, Candy the camel. What would Iggy be?
Oh,
Was it Linda Hamilton's pet in Terminator?
Iguana.
There
An
you go.
iguana. There you go.
That's that's the only thing that was before. Even I was like, it can't be an iguana though. I was like, okay, iguana. All right,
Yeah.
I'll go with it.
All right.
Believe it or
here we
not,
go.
that was my initial vermin, but I was like, no.
Right.
All right. Here's your history question. Who was the first U.S. president to adopt the informal version of his first name?
That's a good one. I don't know, but I'm gonna informal version. To adopt the informal version, and so was it?
It's only happened 3 times in history.
It's not a. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of a president's shortened for first name. It wasn't Dick Nixon
Yeah,
So-
he didn't go by Dick.
or Rick.
Half the country called him that, but that wasn't what he went by.
I'm trying to think. It wasn't Rick or Dick. So
Slick Willie was one of them.
I don't know. I can't think of it at
Slick
all.
Willie was one of them.
Yep.
Blick did it? Was it? He wasn't the first.
No, he wasn't the
He
first.
wasn't the first, and then after that, Joe was one of them. Joe Biden, because his formal name is Joseph. Bill
Oh.
was William.
I think you were close, Ben.
Oh
If
yeah,
it's the
Ben
one I'm
was
thinking-
close in time when
Oh, okay. Let me think. Let me okay. Time. Well, then that helps. Yeah, I know. Is John F. Kennedy?
There you go.
Jonathan.
Yep.
No,
Yeah. No.
No?
no. John was actually his name. He was not called Jonathan.
It wasn't
I
Jonathan.
think Jimmy Carter was it?
Jimmy Carter was
Carter?
known as James, but they called him Jimmy.
Oh.
Jimmy. Yeah,
So I-
that's right.
Actually, I thought Kennedy's first name was James.
Yeah, I did too.
Nope.
I thought it was something like Jonathan. Something more impressive.
A lot of people called him Jack, but his name was actually John.
I was thinking it was somebody in that time period, though. I was like, but
Well, we're equal because Mike said it was close. Well, if you take when
Yeah.
Nixon left to
Yeah.
Kennedy and
yeah.
Yeah, I went the other side of
Carter.
Nixon.
They had the big.
well,
one.
and I said there was only 3, so we give you Slick Willie, which it wasn't. We give you Joe, so it only happened one other time. So I thought you'd think, well, Jimmy.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
I
Here
never
is-
just think, well, Jimmy.
Here is Mike's questions. Science and nature. Are you ready, Ben?
Yeah. Whether I am or not, you've been more than fair.
How many of every 10 victims infected by Ebola virus will die in 2 days?
How many out of 10?
Yep.
9.
9 is always the answer for some reason. It is 9.
9 or 1.
Yeah, 9 or 1. All right. Sports and leisure. What recreational activity is second in popularity only to walking in the United States?
What year is this?
This is 97.
What leisure activity is second only to
What
walking?
recreational activity is second in popularity only to walking in the U.S.?
And this is, you said 98?
97.
97? Oh, that's a tough one. I'm going to have to go with bicycling.
That's what I would
It
have
is
guessed.
not. It is not bicycling.
It would have been in the 80s, that's for sure. But
In the 80s, I might have said skateboarding.
so hiking's not it, because hiking's kind of walking.
This would have been it in the 80s. This would have been it in the 70s. This would be it today.
Swimming?
Swimming.
What? Really?
Yeah. How many times do you hear, you say, let's
Swimming.
go swimming? How many times do you say, hey, let's go ride a bike? I mean,
Okay, so
swimming
I
is the
did a lot
activity.
more. I did a lot more bike riding
Yeah,
in
so
my
did I.
lifetime than I did swimming.
Same here.
And I don't know if that question's true because I think a lot of people don't. Maybe in the water.
Here's why it's true, Ben. Let me explain this, why it's true.
Because the card
When,
said so.
when you're in 9th and 10th grade, right?
Mhm.
Do you want to take your girlfriend biking or skinny dipping?
Skinny dipping. What is this, the 60s?
That's what we used to do in the 80s. You go skinny dipping.
Well,
Now that we're older, we go chunky donkey.
all us kids here, all us kids here in the country, and we always dam up a creek, and
Oh,
do
yeah.
that spot and stuff. So I mean, we spend our whole summers, once
Yeah.
in a while, we'll work all
I
day.
lived on a reservoir, and I still spent more time playing sports, riding bikes and stuff than I did swimming, than I did in the water. Even in the water.
Yeah.
So I mean, I just yeah.
Oh, where'd he go? Bobby,
I guess he did not like swimming.
right?
He didn't like the answers too much.
That's right. He said, "To hell with it. If it can't be biking, he don't want to be a part of it." All right. Well, we'll wait for him to come back. Hillbilly, which card would you like?
Reach out and grab us one there. Hi, God.
All right. Let's try this one. This one's calling your name for some reason. This is Genesis 4, which is 1997. What nation? Oh, here we go. All right. He didn't hate the question after all.
Yeah, I'm no fair. I'm leaving.
That's what I said. He said, hell with it. If it ain't biking, I don't want to be a part of this. All right, Ben, are you ready for your last one?
Yes.
What does the slang term all day and night mean to a prison inmate?
Slang term all day and all night. Mean to a prison inmate. Wow.
That their anus is going to be hurting them a lot.
Like I said, this has to be a prison rape joke.
I was wondering. No.
Well, kind of
day
like
and
the
all night.
guy who goes to the doctor and he says, my ass is hurting. Well, where does it hurt? Close to the entrance. And the doctor said, well, maybe if you stop referring to it as an entrance, it'll stop hurting.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, jeez.
Sorry, man.
Okay. I don't know, but I'm just gonna. I'm gonna guess work.
It is not work.
Okay.
That's
Does
an offer.
anybody know?
Exit only.
Does anybody know the slang term for all day and night?
Oh, the slang term for all day and night. Okay, I
Means
missed.
to a, okay,
Okay.
what does the slang term all day and night mean to a prison inmate?
Okay, so all day and all night is the slang term.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is,
Okay.
yes, all day and night. What does that mean to a prison inmate?
Yeah. Okay. I don't know.
Is that like lockdown or something?
No,
Does that mean is that solitary confinement?
Nope.
Okay.
That means they got a life sentence. They're there all day and night.
Day and all night. Okay.
All right. So you got the iguana, and you got 9. So you got 2 out of 6.
Woohoo!
Right.
Took a while on the iguana though.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike. Not
I
everybody's got
had
your.
to give him Ellie the elephant, Barry the bear.
It's so funny though. In my head, I was like, I'm thinking iguana, but I was like, no, it can't be iguana. I like shut it out. I was like, no, it can't be that.
All right, Hillbilly, are you ready for your card?
Let's have it.
Hey guys, I'm gonna drop out. Thanks for having me tonight, Jeff.
Hey, Ben, thanks a lot.
Oh,
Monday,
Ben, you
I
do
am
Twitter,
doing
Instagram, YouTube.
Monday.
Monday, I'm doing Jeopardy, and then to let you know, Tuesday, we're doing Jeopardy, but I'm going to be playing. Tony Altamore is going to do Jeopardy. He's going to host it for me Tuesday.
Okay, I'll see what I can do. I don't think I'm gonna make tomorrow night, but maybe Tuesday.
All right.
All right, guys, have a good one. You guys
Oh,
always
yeah,
been fun.
Bye, Ben.
Thanks for the laughs, and had a really good time tonight.
Catch you later, man.
All right, man. All right, Hillbilly. What nation boasts Kruger National Park with 137 mammal and 450 bird species?
Would that be South Africa?
That is South Africa.
Mm.
All
Makes
right,
sense.
here's your arts and entertainment. What sitcom got started with someone who'd left her knuckle-dragging, cousin-loving, beer-sucking redneck husband?
Say that again.
I actually love this show. What sitcom got started with someone who'd left her knuckle-dragging, cousin-loving, beer-sucking, redneck husband?
What? Oh, jeez. I don't know, buddy.
All right, does anybody know? All right.
Ain't that show with Reba McEntire, is it?
No. It was Grace Under Fire.
Okay.
Do you guys remember Rhett Butler?
I remember the name of the show. I never actually watched an episode though.
If you get to see a chance to see a rerun of it, watch. It's a pretty funny show. All right, here's your history question. What ghetto saw rioters scream "Burn, baby, burn" in the summer of '65?
What ghetto?
I know. I saw her selling food at dinner at the movie.
What ghetto? Oh, don't know that one either.
Does anybody know?
Oh, Los Angeles.
Close.
You have been lying
Canton?
since we were.
It was Watts.
Watts.
Oh, well, that was part of Los Angeles, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's part of Los Angeles. That's why I said you're close.
I thought it was Watts. I just kind of covered my bases in case it was something else.
In case it was Compton or East LA.
Yeah.
Or... All right, here is your science and nature. What's defined as the distance between a lens and its focal point?
Wow, this is an awesome, easy card.
Hey, you started out on fire.
Between a lens and its focal point. What is considered the distance between a lens and its focal point?
You'll be mad when I tell you.
Oh, I'm sure.
You're overthinking this one.
I want to say something picture.
No.
I can't. No, I'm good. I don't know.
Does anybody know?
Range of vision.
No. It's really basic.
Not peripheral.
What's defined as the distance between a lens and its focal point?
Focal length.
Focal length. That's it, Hillbilly.
All right.
All right. Sports and leisure. What punctuation mark did baseball clown Max Patkin wear on the back of his jersey? He didn't have a number. He used this instead.
Was it a question mark?
Yep.
That's the one, question mark. Here we go with wild card. Who hopes to claim her independence from the British royalty with the help of her Budgie the Helicopter books?
Well, read it again.
Who hopes to claim her independence from British royalty with the help of her Budgie the Helicopter books?
Princess Anne.
Was not Princess Anne.
Fergie.
Fergie.
I was gonna say I thought it might have been Fergie.
Yep, it was Fergie.
Man, that's some. Yeah, it's like. What's the one now? Megan. You guys see that? We want our privacy. We want our privacy. The worldwide privacy tour on South Park. Hilarious.
Oh, that episode was so funny. And the book was called Whack by Brett Perry. Yeah, like I showed that episode to my grandmother. Like she's not into South Park, but I heard her talk about that Brett Perry thing so much. And I was like, I've got to show her this episode. And she loved it. I was like, oh man, I think you do.
All right. Hillbilly, you got 1, 2, you got 3 correct. All right. Jackson, which one of these would you like?
Let's see. Is GS5 still available?
Yep. Here we go.
Grab me something to drink.
People and places.
People and places, all right.
What infamous prison is preserved as a museum just off Hai Ba Trung Street in Hanoi?
Hanoi. Famous prison in Hanoi is a museum. Hola prison?
Nope. Think about it. What infamous prison is preserved as a museum just off of Hai Ba Trung Street in Hanoi?
Oh man. That's like one of my few guesses.
McCain was there.
It can't be Alcatraz, can it?
No, McCain was there.
Oh, you got me there.
That would be the infamous Hanoi Hilton.
Hanoi Hilton.
Yeah, that was the prison camp the North Vietnamese put their soldiers in.
Oh, that was the actual name? I thought that was slang.
No, they called it the Hanoi Hilton.
They say John McCain was there, don't they?
Yeah, McCain was
Yeah.
there. Now, depending on what you believe, I always called McCain Songbird because everybody that I know who was in Vietnam, including my dad, said that he sung like a little fucking bird and he ratted on a lot of his prisoners. All right, here is arts and entertainment. Jackson. What rockers took some heat for their Nothing Shocking album cover featuring 2 naked women strapped to an electric chair?
Oh man. Jane's Addiction.
That was Jane's Addiction.
Good one.
All right. Yeah, I didn't know that one. I don't.
That honestly sounds like them.
Here's your history question.
All right.
What New England state was the last in the U.S. to repeal laws against Jews holding public office?
Ooh. Say that one more time. New England state that.
Yeah, what New England state was the last in the U.S. to repeal laws against Jews holding public office?
Let me see. I'm gonna let's see. There's Rhode Island. There's Massachusetts. There's Connecticut. And
There's Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, Delaware.
New Hampshire, Maine. Would it be Maine?
It was not Maine.
Okay. Let's see. Rhode Island, Connecticut, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, and Vermont. New Hampshire.
It was New Hampshire.
Oh, so I got on second guess.
All right, here's your science and nature.
Ooh,
What layer? Which layer of human skin contains the pigment melanin?
The what?
The pigment melanin.
Pigment melanin.
Yep.
Oh man. Oh man, the pigment melanin. Complex polymer.
No.
Read that again, Jeff.
Which layer of human skin contains the pigment melanin?
Epidermis.
That is the epidermis.
Ooh. Good job,
All right.
Billy.
Jackson, here's sports and leisure.
Okay.
What late college football coach is celebrated in the book I Ain't Never Been Nothing But a Winner?
What's the quote again? I ain't never been.
I ain't
nothing
never
but-
been nothing but a winner.
That's a good quote. Bear Bryant.
That was Bear Bryant.
That would sound like him.
All right, here's your wild card.
Alrighty.
What former governor is the father-in-law of New York shoe designer Kenneth Cole?
Kenneth Cole.
Yep.
Ah man, former Mario Cuomo.
That is Cuomo.
Yeah, because he was like the governor of New York, and then his son was governor at one point until we found out he was hugging people inappropriately. He swore he does it to everybody, and then Chris Cuomo got which nowadays he's doing a show on News Nation, and he does like a podcast called the Chris Cuomo Project. And Andrew, who knows what he's doing?
Yeah, I think it's sad in politics that some people do something inappropriate and they get held responsible for it when everybody else in Congress and the Senate does inappropriate things and it's okay.
Right.
I mean, legitimately, over half of our politicians should all be freaking kicked out of office for stupid shit they've done, but you know.
Good luck with that.
I have fun on Twitter because I get the Democrats saying, "Oh, you Republicans, Trump is guilty, blah blah blah," and I'm like, you know what? You guys fucking elected a 2-time convicted pedophile. You guys are much better. When the right decides that they're good and the right is bad, and the right says the left is bad and they're good, it's like, guess what, people? Both of your parties suck. They both do stupid shit. All right, Mike, we're up to you.
So I got like a 4 out of 6.
You got 4 out of 6. Guess what? I found another card, Mike. So I'm going to give you 2 choices. Do you want 1983 or do you want 1992?
I'll go 92. I'll probably head to bed after this one, or get ready
All
for
right.
bed.
Here we go. This is your
Yeah, same. After this card, I'm gonna go ahead and get some dinner.
all right.
I'm going to bed early tonight.
Yeah.
Get a-
Well, I got Traveling Fools going to be on here in just a
Oh
minute.
shit! Well, you're gonna be up till 5 o'clock. I'm gonna get up early and do some schoolwork before I turn it in.
Good. I'm not
Well,
good
and
alone.
everybody make sure to watch the women's basketball at what is it like 3:30 Eastern, 2:30 Central, I think.
Yeah, I'll pass.
It's gonna be on ABC, I believe. I think they're gonna have on pickleball on ESPN.
There you go.
So pickleball goes before the.
All right, here's your people and places from 1992. What country had 8 of the world's 10 largest banks by 1992?
Seems like Switzerland's the obvious answer.
We'll go with the unobvious.
United States.
City of London.
Go with even one more unobvious than those two.
England.
No,
Rome.
no. Remember in the late 80s, early 90s, Japan was all the banking craze.
Oh,
All
Damn.
right, here's your arts and entertainment. This one you'll get just boom. What talk show host announced he quit in May 1992 after 30 years on the same show?
Carson.
That was Carson.
That was an easy one. That was a
Yeah.
gimme right there. That was a lame one.
Well, after the last one.
All right, here's your history question. What guns did Boston Mayor Raymond Flynn ask merchants to stop selling in 1992?
Assault rifles.
Nope.
Handguns.
Nope.
Pellet guns.
Nope.
Water guns.
Squirt guns. There you go.
Shit.
I knew you guys would
Wow,
do
I said that as sarcasm.
it. Sarcasm works sometimes, Mike.
Jeez.
All right. Science and nature. What computer network linked nearly all of the world's 20 million electronic mailboxes in 1992?
That'd be AOL.
That would be the internet.
Oh, whoa. Okay, I guess it was a more generic answer
Yeah.
than that.
I knew you were going to get it after if I would have told you. That's why I said it was the internet.
Oh.
All right, here we go. This is a good one. What did Gary Stewart of California jump on a record 177,737 times on May 25th through 26th, 1992?
Trampoline.
What was the other thing they jumped on in the early 90s?
Madonna.
Yeah, but she wouldn't let you hop on 177,737 times.
Depends on if you ask nicely. Let's see here. Jump. Pogo stick.
There you go. I knew you'd get it. Here we go. Here's your last wild card. What hotel queen began living in a 7 by 9 foot cubicle in 1992?
Damn it. What was her name? Helmsley?
That's it.
So it took me a minute to think of it.
You got 4 out of 6.
Yeah, that was not my best. I got 4?
Yeah, because you got Johnny Carson. You got the internet.
Oh, we gave you that one.
I gave you pogo sticks too. It only took.
Oh, I was going to say, I said trampoline on that one.
And hell, yeah. Well, you got a strong 3, 4.
Hey, Mike,
All right.
you got tater salad. There's tater soup.
Got mashed potatoes.
All right, Brian, which card would you like?
Okay, well, I'll take off. I'll catch y'all later.
See you, buddy.
Yeah.
Mike.
Is
I'm gonna
Jackson?
go eat some dinner. Thank
Yeah,
you for
Mike.
having me on
Okay.
tonight.
Hey,
Ty
Jackson,
Guy.
thanks for coming.
Hey, Brian. Good luck out there.
I'll see you
Good
guys
luck,
Monday.
Bye, Mike. Bye, Jackson.
All right,
No one's
Brian,
listening.
which card would you like?
Here you go. Do you have decades with you, or is it?
I do not have
is it at
decades
home?
with me. Yep, it's at home. I got All American, and then I got Genesis 3, 4, and 5.
Nope. Okay. Then I'll stick with my classic.
All right,
All
discard
American.
here. Who was married to Liz Taylor for 205 days?
Sorry, my audio was really delayed. I missed it again.
Who was married to Liz Taylor for 205 days?
Well, I don't know it anyway.
Yeah, I don't think you know this one. Hillbilly, do you know?
Man, she was married so many times, there ain't no way to.
Yeah, she was married 8 times. It was Nikki Hilton that she was married to for 205 days. All right, here's an entertainment. This will be a guess, I bet. But how many microphones were needed to record Elvis Presley's voice on his first LP because he couldn't stand still?
My internet, I can't hear like I can
Okay,
hear
let
it,
me
but it's like really
read again.
broken up. Let me see.
Are you ready? Is that better now?
Is this what he's like? He's a jerk. You have been.
I missed the whole thing. I'm sorry. Let me try to play it back on the video.
Brady, what are you doing here?
Sorry about this, by the way. I can hear it, but
Not
it's
a
really
problem.
broken up. Let me
Are
see.
you ready?
Let me
Are
see.
you ready? He couldn't stand voice on his first LP because
Oh, okay. I heard the question. I played it back on the YouTube. I'm gonna guess 5.
it was not 5. Hillbilly, do you know?
No, man, there's no hell no.
He needed 3. It took 3 microphones. All right,
No,
here's
no,
a history question. What CBS News magazine show debuted on September 14, 1968? And this show is still on every Sunday night. What CBS News magazine show debuted on September 14, 1960?
I don't know it.
Is it 60 minutes?
It is 60 minutes. All right, here's your people here's your places. What 2 Nevada cities were judged to be the most stressful cities in the U.S. in a 1991 Psychology Today survey? Show. What CBS, what 2 Nevada cities were judged to be the most stressful cities in the U.S.?
Most stressful cities.
Think of the 2 most
think of
famous Nevada
Vegas.
cities you could think of.
Oh, Las Vegas is one.
Vegas is one, and when you think of Vegas, what's the other one? Where else do you go gambling at in Nevada?
Biggest little city in the world.
Yep.
I'm sure I know. I'm sure. Wait, what did you say?
It's the biggest little city in the world, they call it.
Las Vegas.
It begins with an R.
Ends with an O.
Wait, what you said?
It begins with an R and ends with an O.
With an Eno.
I just have to grab my things to school.
Wait.
The biggest little
With an Eno.
It begins with an Eno.
No, it begins with an R, ends in an O, and has the middle of an Eno.
Oh,
Reno.
Reno, Nevada.
Reno?
Yeah.
Reno, Nevada.
that was completely original thought. I didn't use your guys' hints at all.
All right, sports and leisure. Who was the first athlete picked for all-star teams in 2 different sports? And this guy played for a team that I despise. He went to college in Auburn.
Guys' hints at all.
And I played in 2 different sports. First athlete picked for all-star teams in 2 different sports.
Okay.
And this guy played for a team that I despise.
Okay. I don't know.
It's not the coach of Colorado right now, is it?
No, he's actually the second one to be picked.
So it was Bo Jackson?
It was Bo Jackson, yep. Because the coach of Colorado, he went to Florida State, remember?
Yeah, I think Bo was an all-star with the Royals or something, wasn't it?
I
can't remember.
thought it was the White Sox, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Okay. Brian, this is your wild card. What Orson Welles movie was not reviewed or advertised in any newspaper owned by William Randolph Hearst in 1941? This was a great movie, Brian, but I don't think you've probably seen it.
I think you're right. Hillbilly?
Hillbilly, do you know what Orson Welles movie was not reviewed or advertised in any newspaper owned by William Randolph Hearst in 1941?
Which movie? 19. What was the name again? Orson Welles.
Yeah, Orson Welles movie.
1941. War of the Worlds.
Nope. That would have been before this. That was 36. In 41, it was Citizen Kane.
Okay.
Like I said, it was a hell of a movie, but I doubted Brian had saw it. A lot of people haven't saw it, and I'll tell you what, it's probably one of the greatest films ever made. All right, guys. Well, it is after almost time for Traveling Fools to start.
All right. Yeah, I'll see you guys.
I promised I'd get over there. But if you guys are free Monday, we're going to do Jeopardy on my channel.
Okay.
And then Tuesday, we're going to do Jeopardy also, but I'll be playing that night because Tony's going to ask the questions.
Monday is Passover. Might not be able to make it on Monday, but I'll try Tuesday if you need some.
Okay. Nope. That'll work, Hillbilly. I thank you very much for coming.
Y'all have a good night, guys. Hey, thanks for the laugh, Jess. It's been a fun night, man.
Hey, always fun hanging out with you, man. Have a good one.
Bye, Jeff. Bye.
See you, Hillbilly.
All right. Brian, if you're free Monday, come on over. I know your audio's breaking up, but I will see you Monday, Brian, all right? And everybody out there, I'm going to stop this broadcast. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by, and had a great night.